We got some insight on the direction that the Patriots want to take when it comes to addressing the quarterback position. Jeff Howe of The Athletic reported that there's a strong sense the Patriots are leaning towards using that third overall selection in this year's draft to take a quarterback. Most likely it's either going to be Drake Maye or Jayden Daniels. And then they're probably not going to start neither one of those guys day one. It also has been reported that they're looking towards bringing in a veteran to have him start, and then eventually somewhere along the season you can insert the rookie, rather that be Jayden Daniels or Drake Maye. Now, who should they take with the third overall selection? That's what's really interesting. I think that's a big question that a lot of us want to know the answer to. And for right now, it seems as if Drake Maye is most likely going to be the selection. Washington has Cliff Kingsbury as their offensive coordinator. He's somebody who runs a spread scheme, so he likes to have a mobile quarterback, a dual threat back there underneath center, and that's what Jayden Daniels is going to give them. Drake Maye, he's a dual threat QB as well. Not as good as a runner as Jayden Daniels, but he has a lot of similarities in his playing style to Josh Allen. That's my nickname for him. I call him Baby Josh Allen. If the Patriots had to pick between the two, I still believe they would go with Drake Maye. When you're playing up north, you normally want somebody who is big, strong, with a very good arm, and that's what Drake Maye gives them. Not saying that Jayden Daniels wouldn't be able to be good if he got drafted by New England, but it just seems as if Drake Maye has started to slip below Jayden Daniels in a lot of people's QB evaluations. So I'm expecting Jayden Daniels to be the second quarterback taken off the board, and that third, you're probably going to land Drake Maye if you're New England. And if you're a Patriots fan, you should be really happy if you're able to get a guy like Drake Maye. I think that he's been a little bit overly criticized at the start of this draft process. I get that he started the season this past year at North Carolina really strong, but then during the middle portion of the year and the later half of the year, he started being really inconsistent, had some really heavy turnover games, some questionable decision making, but the potential definitely is there for him to be one of the best quarterbacks in the game. You got a pretty good staff in place, and it's not like he doesn't have the potential to be an elite quarterback. So you wouldn't be settling, and I don't think Drake Maye is as bad as what a lot of people make him out to be. This definitely is somebody who, if I was the Patriots and I was Gerard Mayo, I would take with that third overall selection and be satisfied with it. Now, in terms of who you're going to bring in to be your veteran quarterback to mentor whoever you take at 3, I think a good pickup would be Jameis Winston. He's not going to have a big market. There are going to be teams that are going to be interested in his services, but maybe only around 3 or 4. You're not going to have to pay a lot of money to him. Maybe you can get away with giving him a cheap 4 or 5 year deal for 1 year, or maybe you give him a 2-year deal for $8 million. But Jameis Winston, you know that with him at the helm at quarterback, he isn't going to be good enough where he'll probably have you in playoff contention, but he'll be serviceable for you. You'll have a efficient offense. Well, I won't say efficient, but you have an offense that at least would be able to move the ball down the field and be a lot better than what you got out of that side of the ball last year in 2023. The turnovers are going to be an issue with Jameis Winston, and when he starts having those turnover heavy games, that's when you can just bench him and put in either Jayden Daniels or Drake Maye. But Jameis Winston would be a really good option for a team like New England. Good bridge quarterback. You don't have to pay him a lot of money. Or you could go the route of maybe bringing in Marcus Mariota, who you could get for even cheaper, or Sam Darnold. He's going to be available. But ideally, your veteran quarterback is only a temporary fix for you until your younger guy is ready to go. And I think that Jameis Winston probably would be the best option for New England if they're looking to find a quarterback who they can get at a good value. So New England, with this third overall selection, also could trade down. And I've seen this theory thrown out by a lot of Patriots fans that trading down from 3, getting more draft picks also is a possibility. And I do think that if you aren't happy with who, does it piss you off how much you pay for your monthly phone bill? Why are you getting frustrated when our partner Mint Mobile has plans as low as $15 a month that give you unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network? Stop getting frustrated with how much you spend on your monthly phone bill and go to trymintmobile.com/JT Sports in description and pinned comment down below to get access to premium wireless for only $15 a month. That's only $15 a month. Switching to Mint is easy. It only takes 15 minutes to do. If you're pissed off with how much you pay for your monthly phone bill, switch to Mint Mobile today and go to trymintmobile.com/JT Sports in description and pin comment down below to get premium wireless for only $15 a month. Stop getting upset with how much you spend on your monthly phone bill and switch to Mint Mobile today. Whoever is on the board at 3, and one of your guys gets taken, you're not a fan of Drake Maye or you don't like Jayden Daniels, then you probably trade down, get more picks. Maybe you just try to tank for Shedeur Sanders next season. But I just think New England, in the situation that they're in right now, they have to take a quarterback. Everybody thinks that building up your team first is important, and that definitely is, but you don't have the luxury of picking this high in the draft every single year. At least that's not what you will hope for if you want Gerard Mayo to work out, because if you're picking in the same spot or around the same spot next year around this time, that means that he didn't do that good of a job and there still is a lot of work to be done and the jury is still out on him. Ideally, when you have the opportunity to get a franchise quarterback, you go ahead and you take it. You just don't pass up on potentially franchise-changing quarterbacks just to draft the receiver like Marvin Harrison Jr. or try to get a good value later on in the draft. There's a reason why the majority of the NFL's best quarterbacks go the furthest in the postseason. If you have an elite quarterback, you increase your chances of being able to win a Super Bowl. You saw what Patrick Mahomes just did. Every team in the league, their standard at quarterback should be Mahomes. Because if not, then you're at a significant disadvantage when it comes to you trying to win. You may not need to have the next Mahomes, but you need to have a quarterback that's as good or in the same realm as him from a talent standpoint, like Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and New England. Just passing up on a quarterback at 3 this season would be a massive disappointment because next year's quarterback class isn't that deep. It's not going to be that great. And you may not have the chance of walking away with a game-changing quarterback for maybe the next 3-4 years. You don't know how many other good prospects are going to come out from here to then. So just go ahead and find your guy now while you have the opportunity to versus trying to wait later. So you guys leave your thoughts in the comment section about what you think the Patriots should do or what you think they will do with the third overall selection, because I truthfully think that quarterback is the only route for them to go. I would love to see Jayden Daniels go there, but maybe the Washington Commanders trade down with somebody and a team like the Raiders jumps up and takes Jayden at number 2. But either way, no matter who is on the board when it's your turn to pick, you're still going to walk away with a quarterback that's going to be really good. Rather it be Jayden Daniels or Drake Maye, I don't think you can go wrong with either or.